Normally, postal votes and the actual voting are directionally similar. And here the Congress gets 73 votes, 73 seats in postal ballots. BJP gets 17. And this has never happened in Haryana before. 25 lakh vote chori in Haryana. 5 categories. Duplicate voters, 5,21,000. Invalid addresses, 93,000. Bulk voters, 19 lakhs.
ये औरत है, महिला है और उम्र भी 34 साल दिखाया जा रहा है. इनकी उम्र देख के लगता है कि कम से कम 65-70 साल की हो.
His son, go back to the other one please. That's right. That's his son, Yashveer. He comes here as well in Haryana. He's sitting in UP, voting in UP for the BJP. He's voting in Haryana for the BJP. Note an interesting thing. This is not a mistake. This is the lies written inside the voter list of Haryana. We are showing you that the Haryana voter list is flawed. As you can see, we have the word H files. And this is about how an entire state has been stolen. We suspected, once we did Madhepura, once we did Aland, we suspected that this is not just happening in individual constituencies, it is happening at the state level and at the national level. We got a lot of complaints in Haryana from our candidates that something was wrong, something was not working. Their predictions all went upside down. We had experienced this in Madhya Pradesh, experienced it in Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, but we decided to zoom into Haryana and go into details about what had happened there. As you all know, all polls pointed to a Congress victory. These are exit polls that we have on the screen. 5 top exit polls after the elections have taken place are saying Congress is sweeping from 58, 54 to 62 seats. Some are giving BJP 20, some are giving BJP 28, but it's very clear that this is a massive sweep. The other thing that was surprising to us was that for the first time in Haryana's electoral history, ever, postal votes were different than the actual voting. Normally, postal votes and the actual voting are directionally similar. And here the Congress gets 73 votes, 73 seats in postal ballots. BJP gets 17. And this has never happened in Haryana before. So we started to say, okay, let us go into details. And when I first saw this information that you're going to see, I must tell you, I struggled to believe it. I was in shock. I simply could not believe what I saw. I told the team that, listen, cross-check this, not from one source, cross-check it multiple times, again and again and again and again. And what you're seeing today is the result of that process. What we are saying, and we are absolutely going to prove it to you 100% using data. And I want the young people of India, Gen Z, to understand this clearly, because this is about your future. What is being done is being taken from you. You're being stolen from, your future is being destroyed. So it's important that you listen and you watch. And as I've said multiple times, I take what I'm saying on this stage very seriously. I'm questioning the Election Commission. I'm questioning the democratic process in India. So I'm doing it with 100% proof. So we are pretty sure that a plan was put in motion to convert Congress's landslide victory into a loss. And the result was
मैंने शुरू से ये कहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक तरफा सरकार बना रही है। हमारे पास सारी व्यवस्थाएं हैं, आप चिंता मत करिए।
Now please notice the smile on his face. And please notice the word vyavastha. What exactly is the vyavastha that the Chief Minister of Haryana is talking about? This is 2 days after the election, when everybody is saying that the Congress party is sweeping the election, when every indicator is that the Congress party is going to win, all the polls, all the exit polls are saying it, and this gentleman is very sure and is smiling that the BJP has some vyavastha that is going to show itself. Play that again. So, to put it into perspective, after all this, the end result was Congress lost the Haryana election by 22,000 votes. To give you a sense of how close it actually became. There are 8 seats here. These are the seats. If you add up the votes, 22,000 votes was the difference between us and them. Total difference in votes between Congress party and BJP, 1.18 lakh votes across the state. Okay? So now, let's go to the proof. Who is this lady? How old is she? Which state does she come from? What's her name? Can anyone try? Where is she from? Try. Give me some guesses. कहाँ की लगती हैं? Anybody? Goa? Maharashtra? North? Is she from Haryana? You sure? You're absolutely sure she's not from Haryana? Okay, but she votes 22 times in Haryana. And she votes in 10 different booths in Haryana. And she's got multiple names. Seema, Sweety, Saraswati, Rashmi, Vimla. Now what's interesting about this and why I'm opening with this slide. Go back please. Why I'm opening with this is because this happens in 10 booths. That means that this is a centralized operation. That somebody fed this lady into the electoral list at a centralized level, not at the booth level. Just like Anand and just like Mahadevapura. So last guesses, I'm going to give a prize if anybody can guess this. Anybody? She's from Brazil. She's a Brazilian model. That's a stock photograph. And she's one of 25 lakh such records in Haryana. This is proof of a centralized operation. I'm going to show you, if you just scan that, which I'll do just now. If you scan that, this opens. That's her official page. 25 lakh vote chori in Haryana. 5 categories. Duplicate voters, 5,21,000. Invalid addresses, 93,000. Bulk voters, 19 lakhs. And notice that we've left those two empty, misuse of Form 6 and Form 7. The reason is that the EC now no longer allows us to access it. After Madhepura, where we accessed Form 6, they have stopped it. Right? So we cannot give you the numbers of deletion and addition. We estimate that, at least in Mahadevapura, misuse of Form 6 was about 30% of the total malpractice. So our estimate is those two will add up to another 7 to 10 lakhs. But we're not going to discuss them because we do not have concrete proof of them. Right? But you should keep it in mind that 25 lakh, we have crystal clear proof that they're fake. That they either don't exist, or they're duplicate, or they're designed in a way for anybody to vote. Sorry. Yeah. So, what is the big picture of Haryana? Big picture is 2 crore total voters, vote chori of 25 lakhs, possibly more, but confirmed bias of 25 lakhs. That means 1 in 8 voters in Haryana are fake. Right? That's 12.5%. And despite all this, the Congress party loses by 22,000 votes. There's a polling list of Haryana. Standard polling list of Haryana. आइए कम ये नॉर्मल हरियाणा की पोलिंग लिस्ट है जी. इसमें आपको कुछ अजीब सा लग रहा है? कैन यू सी समथिंग स्ट्रेंज?
हाँ, जूम इन थोड़ा सा कीजिए.
नहीं यहां से दिख जाएगा आपको.
अमरजीत कौर.
मल्टीपल नेम्स कहां है? मल्टीपल नेम्स.
हाँ,
वेरी गुड. हाँ ठीक है. अच्छा थोड़ा आगे जाइए.
तरविंदर सिंह 73 ईयर, फोटो है किसी बच्चे का.
ठहर जाइए लाइए नीचे लाइए. हाँ क्या देखा? नहीं हाँ ये देखिए. अब इसमें कुछ स्ट्रेंज लग रहा है आपको?
विक्रम सिंह, नाम पिता का नाम रन सिंह, मकान 76, आयु 34
साल. विक्रम सिंह ये औरत है आदमी है?
वही मैं राहुल जी, मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, औरत है, महिला है, और उम्र भी 34 साल दिखाया जा रहा है. इनकी उम्र देख के लगता है कि कम से कम 65-70 साल की हो.
अच्छा ये 9 जगह आ रही है?
9 जगह,
9 प्लेसेस. अच्छा थोड़ा और दिखाओ. ये क्या है? ये 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 दफे फिर से आ गई. रणदीप सिंह, ये कभी 80 साल की है?
80 साल की है. रणदीप सिंह, संपूर्ण सिंह, 80 साल उम्र है इनकी.
मतलब सेम पिक्चर है लेकिन अलग अलग डेटा है. नाम अलग है, एज अलग है,
कभी आदमी है, कभी
अलग है,
कभी एज है, कभी कुछ और है. राइट. और देखिए ये फिर से आती है.
मल्टीपल है.
मल्टीपल. ये फिर से आई
है इनका.
और जाइए. ये फिर से आई.
फिर से आ गई है ये. तो
ये फिर से आई.
ये एक मिनट. ये गुरमेज सिंह, एक लड़के का नाम, उम्र 93 इयर्स.
हाँ.
ओपन कर दिया. हाँ. और उस लड़के की उम्र 23-24.
ये हरियाणा की एक्चुअल पोलिंग लिस्ट है. बट इसमें से सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात, और दिखाइए थोड़ा. शो मोर. कीप गोइंग.
ज्यादातर उसी महिला की.
सेम वुमन इज कमिंग अगेन एंड अगेन. राइट.
104 साल उम्र.
104 साल की हो गई.
75 साल.
नहीं वो मकान है. मकान नंबर.
लेकिन इनकी भी उम्र 75 साल तो नहीं है. अरजीत सिंह जिनकी उम्र दिखाई जा रही है.
ठीक है. और नीचे जाइए. ये सब 104 में रह रहे हैं. आप देखिए ये सब 104 103 104 103 मकान में रह रहे हैं. नीचे जाइए और जाइए. तो अब मैं आपसे पूछता हूं ये किस चीज की लिस्ट है? ये किस लेवल की लिस्ट है? ये हरियाणा की लेवल की लिस्ट है? असेंबली की लिस्ट है? किस चीज की लिस्ट है? ये दो पोलिंग बूथ की लिस्ट है जी. शी अपीयर्स 223 times in 2 polling booths. She can vote any amount of times she wants. Election Commission has the data on how many times she voted. We have a sense of it. Election Commission needs, thank you. Election Commission needs to tell us how many times this lady, whose name we don't know, whose age we don't know, but we know she occurs 223 times in 2 booths. In the Lok Sabha election, She was there 223 times in one booth. And then they decided to split it into two booths. Let's discuss duplicates. They have duplicate photos. We have 223 photos in one booth. We have hundreds of photos in the same photo in an assembly. We have the same record appearing again and again and again and again. We have this gentleman in booth 431. He's voting 14 times. In booth 508, he's voting. In booth 431, he's voting. We have this other fellow, Rudra Abhishek Jain. He's voting in booth number 130. He's voting in 131. His brother also is voting. They have 18 votes. Now the Election Commission can remove duplicates in a second. All they have to do is run a query that says, please identify same photograph. You don't even need AI for that. And you will know these are all the same photographs that we've got. All you have to say is identify the same name, same address. Boom, it's done. 2 minutes. They don't do it. Why? Reason. They are helping the BJP. Why is EC not removing duplicates? Because if they remove duplicates, there will be a fair election. If they ensure that there is one entry, one picture, there's a fair election. And EC doesn't want a fair election. Now this is absolute crystal clear proof of what the BJP is doing. Thousands of voters, BJP voters, BJP leaders voting in Uttar Pradesh and voting in Haryana. Okay? Zoom in please to Mr. Dalchand. This is Mr. Dalchand, BJP Sarpanch, sitting there with Minister Lakshmi Narayan. That's his voter ID in UP. That's his voter ID in Haryana. Same man. His son. Go back to the other one, please. That's right. That's his son, Yashveer. He comes here as well in Haryana. He's sitting in UP, voting in UP for the BJP. He's voting in Haryana for the BJP. Note an interesting thing. This is not a mistake. How do we know? Because Pita ka naam is Pritam Singh over there. Suddenly Pita ka naam changes over here. It's become Balakrishnan. Balkishan. And then his son doesn't make the same mistake. His son transfers his father's name there. So they managed to twist it in the father's one, but the son's one, they made a mistake. So you have a BJP leader who's voting in UP and who's voting in Haryana. And we've given you this as the strongest example. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who are voting in UP and voting in Haryana. A lot of them have association with the BJP. Here's another one, Mr. Prahlad, BJP Sarpanch, Mathura district. There he is in UP. Here he is in Hodal Assembly. Same man. Right? Here the same, father's name is the same, Totaram, Prahlad. And here he is standing with the nephew of Lakshmi Narayan. These are not two examples. There are thousands of these. Where the entire large numbers of people are just picked up and they have the opportunity, because they belong to, are associated with the BJP, where they have the opportunity to be a voter in UP, to be a voter in Haryana, to be a voter in Madhepura, to be a voter in Varanasi. This option is available to the BJP. This is the vyavastha that man was talking about. Right?
पिछली बार भी आपने फैक्ट्स रखे थे. चुनाव आयोग जो है अपनी बात रवैया क्या देता है कि ये बेसलेस है, एलिगेशंस को सिरे से नकारता है. आज तो आपके पास सारे एविडेंसेस हैं, तो क्या आप इसमें जुडिशियल इंटरवेंशन के लिए कोर्ट जाएंगे, हरियाणा सरकार के डिसमिसल की मांग करेंगे? और दूसरा कि आपने कहा बिहार में भी ये होगा, तो बिहार में क्या महागठबंधन के जो बूथ लेवल एजेंट्स हैं, जो आप लोगों के कार्यकर्ता हैं, उनको क्या कोई ट्रेनिंग इससे इसको कोप अप करने के लिए दी है आपने?
देखिए, एक बात आपको समझनी होगी. अगर वोटर लिस्ट करप्टेड है और हमें लास्ट मिनट पे वोटर लिस्ट दी जा रही है, ट्रेनिंग से कुछ नहीं होगा. दिस इज जस्ट, वो वोटर लिस्ट दिखाओ जरा. दिस इज द फाउंडेशन ऑफ इलेक्शन. This is the backbone foundation of election. If this is wrong, no amount of training is going to fix it. We can keep training. But legally, she's allowed to vote. Legally, उसका नाम 5 बार आ रहा है, वो इस एक बूथ में वहां वोट कर रहा है, वो यहां पे एक बूथ में यहां कर रहा है, एक बूथ में वहां, कहां से ट्रेनिंग? तो अगर वोटर लिस्ट ही करप्टेड है और वोटर इलेक्शन कमीशन वोटर लिस्ट का ही प्रयोग कर रहा है चुनाव को खत्म करने के लिए, तो कोई ट्रेनिंग से कुछ नहीं होगा और कोई पार्टी नहीं कर सकती. राइट? Look, Supreme Court is watching. Supreme Court, the highest court in the country, is watching. They have seen Madhepura presentation, they have seen Anand presentation, and now they have seen Haryana presentation. ये दिख रहा है सबको. It is not hidden. We are not doing it in a quiet room. We are doing it in front of the Indian media. Everybody in India knows. And there is nothing here that can be questioned. Fundamentally, this is their data. This is not our data.
Past how vote chori has taken place in Karnataka, then in Maharashtra, and now you've highlighted how vote chori has taken place to the extent of 25 lakh votes in Haryana. Now the Election Commission is going ahead with SIR in several states. And some of the opposition ruled states, some of the opposition parties which rule in different states, have decided to move the Supreme Court against the SIR exercise, which you claim is aimed at deleting votes and all that. So I want to ask you whether the Congress and the other opposition parties are unitedly going to take up this fight across on the streets by launching a movement, or moving the Supreme Court against this exercise. So are you going to unitedly launch this, or look, each party is going to fight it?
Every single opposition party, right, understands this. They can see this. There's nothing transparent, nothing hidden here that you can't see what is happening, right? The fundamental question of an election is the integrity of a voter list. Okay, we are showing you this is the voter list of Haryana. This, right? This is the lies written. This is the lies written inside the voter list of Haryana. We are showing you that the Haryana voter list is flawed, is rubbish. This is a central question. If this is flawed, elections are fundamentally flawed. Now, we have been suspecting this again and again and again. We suspected it in the Lok Sabha, we suspected it in the Lok Sabha before that, we suspected it in Haryana, in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh. Suddenly, our vote remains the same, BJP vote remains the same, BJP vote just jumps, all the independents go into the BJP. I mean, there were things that were blazingly obvious to us that this just can't be right. But we just didn't have the proof. So we couldn't speak. Now, this thing is the proof here. That's the proof. That the voter list in India, the Brazilian woman, 220 votes for one woman in two booths, 100 in 11 assemblies. This is all proof that the voter list is a lie. Right? If the voter list is a lie, there is no democracy. Please understand the world that you're living in. That is my duty as a patriotic Indian, to let you know the world that you're living in. That is my role as a leader, as an opposition leader of this country, to let you know the real world that you're living in. That's the point. How the opposition proceeds, how we proceed, sure. We will coordinate with the opposition, we will work together. But the fundamental thing that the youth of India have to understand, the people of Haryana have to understand, there was no election in Haryana, it was a lie. And we proved it.
Don't do that. सर मेरा सवाल ये है कि SIR अब उन राज्यों में होने जा रहा है जहां चुनाव है, जैसे केरल, तमिलनाडु, वेस्ट बंगाल, तो वहां पर वोट चोरी रोकने के लिए आप लोगों की क्या तैयारी है, क्या स्ट्रेटजी होगी कि वहां पर वोट चोरी?
देखिए, बूथ लेवल पे हम थोड़ा सा काम कर सकते हैं. सबसे पहले आपको ये समझना है कि वोटर लिस्ट लास्ट मिनट पे मिलती है। ये जो हरियाणा की वोटर लिस्ट थी, लास्ट मिनट चुनाव से एकदम पहले हमें दी जाती, फाइनल लिस्ट, राइट। बूथ लेवल पे हम थोड़े से चेक्स कर सकते हैं, बट मान लीजिए एक औरत की फोटो 15 बूथ में है, तो कैसे करेंगे? वो उधर भी वोट कर रही है, इधर भी वोट कर रही है, उधर भी वोट कर रही है। या तो हमें सेंट्रलाइज डेटाबेस दे दो, जो हम मांग रहे हैं कि भैया पूरी वोटर लिस्ट पार्टी को दे दो, हम 2 मिनट में पता लगा लेंगे, हम सर्च करेंगे, हमें पता लग जाएगा यहां भी कर रही है, वहां भी कर रही है, हम रोक देंगे। ना आप हमें वोटर लिस्ट देते हो, ना आप वीडियोग्राफी कराते हो। अच्छा, वीडियोग्राफी कराते हो तो हम कहते हैं भैया हम सस्पेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि इस बूथ में कोई प्रॉब्लम है, चलो फिर से हमें वीडियोग्राफी दिखाओ, वो भी नहीं दिखा रहे। तो दिस इज नॉट अ मैटर दैट कैन बी सॉल्व बाय ट्रेनिंग, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड। दिस इज अ फंडामेंटल अटैक ऑन द डेमोक्रेटिक सोल ऑफ इंडिया, द अटैक ऑन महात्मा गांधी, ऑन Ambedkar ji, on Jawaharlal Nehru, on Sardar Patel, on Subhash Chandra Bose by the RSS. That's what this is. Gandhi ji was murdered. His vision and his idea is being murdered. That's what's going on.
आप लगातार वोट चोरी का खुलासा कर रहे हैं, पर इसके जो नतीजे हैं उसमें देखने को मिल रहा है कि एसआईआर दर एसआईआर, और जो बिहार का एसआईआर हुआ उसमें अगस्त से लेकर अक्टूबर तक का समय हमारे पास उपलब्ध था। क्या कारण था कि एक भी जो आपत्ति है इस दौरान नहीं उठाई गई? और आप जिस तरह से कह रहे हैं कि ये लोकतंत्र के लिए खतरा है, तो वोट चोरी रुकेगी कैसे?
मैम, आपको एक फंडामेंटल चीज समझनी है। वोटर लिस्ट integrity is not the responsibility of the political party. It is not my problem if the voter list is wrong. It is the election commission who has to guarantee voter list integrity. I can go and say, I think this is wrong, I think this is wrong. But the end authority is the election commission. What the election commission does is tries to put the onus on the parties to solve the problem. We cannot solve the problem. If you want us to solve the problem, give us the entire database, we'll solve the problem. Right? If you give us the entire database, 2 मिनट में हम ये सारे मतलब डुप्लीकेट्स, फोटो सब निकाल देंगे। बट वो हमें डेटाबेस नहीं देते, वेबसाइट पे फोटो भी नहीं दिखाते, क्योंकि वेबसाइट पे फोटो दिखाती है पता लग जाता कि भाई ये ब्राजीलियन औरत है, ये 200 फोटोज हैं, तो वेबसाइट पे भी फोटो नहीं दिखाते। राइट? तो इट इज, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, इट इज नॉट आवर जॉब. आवर जॉब इज टू फाइट इलेक्शंस. The election commission's job is to make sure the elections are fair. And the election commission cannot keep saying, but the party did not comment. No, it's your responsibility. You are supposed to deliver a free and fair election.